What is up guys, Jaboozle here back with a new Warzone mobile video. Now this game is one of the more controversial games I've featured on the channel lately, mainly due to the concerns about the optimization. But there was just a big update that a lot of people are saying has made the game so much better. Now unfortunately I cannot confirm myself because it wouldn't let me log in, but I've gathered all the information you need to know to see how Warzone Mobile fares going into October of 2023. So make sure to like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, we're trying to get to 25k before the new year, and yeah, let's just get into it. So I shared some gameplay that's been circulating recently. If you missed that YouTube short, no worries, here's the gameplay. Now, one major thing to note is that this gameplay was recorded on an iPhone 15 Pro Max, so definitely not a cheap phone. But I mean, damn, the game looks really clean. I mean, the graphics, the animation, all of it really gives me that Modern Warfare 2019 vibe. Now, another major thing to note though is that this is clearly multiplayer gameplay, which doesn't seem to be as demanding as the Battle Royale mode, which makes sense because it's a small closed off map. There's only like a dozen players instead of over 100, etc. I definitely think that is important to mention because this level of graphical fidelity and frame rate may not transfer over yet to the BR mode, at least from what I've seen. Now back to the main update. Like we just mentioned, the game just got updated and they shared some interesting details over on Discord. As we can see, they mentioned that while there wasn't any direct optimization changes related to devices, there was a lot of changes and improvements to other aspects of the game like the map, which will directly improve our performance. They went on to reiterate the same thing, basically saying that they did a bunch of changes to the Verdansk map to make it load better, look better, and do all of that with higher FPS than before. They also mentioned that they've updated the game to have a field of view slider, which is super good news. You see, a few weeks back, people were actually messing with the in-game files to allow changing the FOV, and it made the game look and play so much better, and now they've actually patched that in for official use. As we can see here, friend of the channel, Winsanity, actually shared some images of the new field of view slider in action. Before we could only get a 60 field of view, but now you can turn it up all the way to 90, which makes it look so much better. You can see way more on the screen now, which is really going to help overall gameplay. Now that is not all in this update. We also got two new maps for multiplayer, with them being Shipment and Shoot House. Two fan favorite maps, great for grinding camos and just having some insane action-packed gameplay. I've said it before in my older Warzone mobile videos, I didn't think they were going to be investing too much into multiplayer, and I thought it would be relatively minor since I thought BR was going to be the main attraction. But I was wrong, because they keep adding new content to the multiplayer mode, and honestly, I'm really excited for it, especially because it seems like the performance is much greater in multiplayer over BR, at least right now, which could be good for people who only care about multiplayer anyway, and maybe they don't have the best device. They apparently also updated the lobby graphics according to Bobby Plays. Before it was really blurry and just low quality, but now it actually looks like it's in HD. Bobby also mentions that a lot of Android users are reporting getting better FPS, even up to 60, so hopefully that is the case. I do want to point out though that some aren't reporting good news, as all of this mentioned before. In this tweet, someone was pointing out that they're only getting about 25 to 30 FPS on an iPhone 14 Pro Max with frequent 1 to 2 second freezes. Now, if this is true, it's definitely not good because the iPhone 14 Pro Max is still an insanely powerful phone, and so far Warzone Mobile has been known to have better optimization on iOS versus Android, so seeing something like this is kind of alarming. He did mention that it's been happening to him since the last season though, so it's not something new, and it might be something that is affecting his specific device. But if you have encountered issues like this, please comment them down below so that we can see how many people are actually experiencing these issues. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. Just 2 more months apparently until the game releases. We'll see if those rumors end up being true. COD Next, the annual Call of Duty event, is in just 8 days, so maybe we'll even get a release date then, who knows. But that's it for this one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And with all that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Subscribe, motherfucker.